I'm Kayla Valterno, and this is Beyond the Red House, a podcast about healing, writing, and building life after trauma. And today I want to talk about something that I did that just absolutely scared me. I rebranded my entire program. For the past few weeks, my signature program was called the Trauma Informed Publishing Blueprint. And this week, after much thought, I decided to change it to Finish My Memoir. The full name is Finish My Memoir, the 90-Day Program for Trauma Survivors. Why did I change it? Because the old name was just not me. It's who I thought I had to be. Let me explain. When I first launched this program, I felt this huge pressure to sound professional, to sound credible, to sound like I knew what I was doing, even though I was terrified I'd be exposed as a fraud. But here's the thing. I'm not a therapist. I've never claimed to be. I don't even have a degree in psychology. I have one in marketing. I'm not licensed, I'm not trained in trauma therapy, and I was terrified that people would look at me and go, who does she think she is? Why should I trust her over an actual therapist? So I tried to compensate, like I always do. I used words like trauma-informed and publishing blueprint because I thought it made me sound smarter, more legitimate. I thought if I used the right terminology, if I sounded clinical enough, that people would take me seriously. But you know what happened? I stopped sounding like myself. And a few days ago, I was looking at my sales page and I realized something. I hated the name. I did. I didn't like saying the name out loud. It just felt clunky, sterile. It felt like I was trying to be someone that I'm not. And more importantly, it didn't describe what I actually do. I don't teach publishing. I teach writing. I teach structure. I teach you how to finish your memoir without drowning in your trauma. And Blueprint made it sound like I'm handing you a map and just sending you on your way. But that's not what I do. I work with you every week for 90 days. So I renamed it Finish My Memoir, 90-Day Program for Trauma Survivors. And you know what? It feels like me now. It's direct, it's honest, it's clear, it's exactly what I do. And here's the truth I had to face. I was trying to sound like a therapist because I thought that's what people wanted. I thought people would only trust me if I sounded clinical, if I used the right language, if I positioned myself as an expert in trauma healing. But here's what I forgot. I'm not competing with therapists. Therapists are amazing. If you need therapy, please go to therapy. I am not here to replace that. I'm here to do something different. I'm here to give you the power to help you write your story. I'm here to give you the structure that trauma survivors need to finish a memoir without re-traumatizing themselves. I'm here to offer personalized feedback on your manuscript, not your mental health. I'm not a therapist, and that's okay. In fact, that's my value. Because here's what I realized. Therapists don't teach you how to write a book. They help you process your trauma, help you regulate your nervous system. They help you understand your patterns and heal your wounds. That is not what I do. I teach you how to take that trauma and turn it into a story. I teach you how to reclaim the narrative of your life, how to organize the chaos in your head into a coherent narrative with a beginning, middle, and end. And I teach you how to write about the most painful things you've gone through without getting stuck in the pain. I teach you the boundary map so you know what to include in your story and what to leave out. I teach you the reflection bridge so that your memoir isn't just a chronological recounting of trauma. It's a transformation story. I give you structure, I give you strategy, I give you feedback on your writing, and that's what I do. And therapists, they don't do that. So why was I trying to sound like one? Now let me be clear about something. Writing helped me heal, but writing is not therapy. When I spent 10 years writing letters to my mother, when I finally finished my memoir and I organized the experiences into a structured narrative, that process was healing for me. But I didn't do it alone. I had support. I had people in my life who held space for me. Writing was a part of my healing. It wasn't the only thing. And that's what I want you to understand about my program. I am not promising to heal you. I'm not promising anything but to give you a finished memoir. And along the way, you might find that the act of writing and organizing your story and naming what happened, claiming your voice, it feels healing. But I'm not going to pretend that that's the same as therapy. Here's what I bring to the table that therapists don't. I've done this. I spent 10 years writing this memoir. I know what it's like to open a blank document and feel paralyzed. I know what it's like to write the same chapter 5 times and still feel like it's not right. I know what it's like to get triggered while writing, to shut down for months, to wonder if you'll ever actually finish. But I figured out how to do it. I built a framework. I created boundaries. I wrote my book and I published it. I am not teaching a theory. I am teaching what actually finally worked for me. And here's the other thing. I know how to give feedback on writing. I know how to look at your manuscript and say, this scene is powerful, but it's not serving your story arc. Let's restructure it this way. I know how to help you figure out what to include and what to cut. I know how to help you find that transformation arc. That's not therapy. That's writing strategy. And that's what you need to finish your memoir. So here's what I've learned from this rebrand. Trying to be someone you're not does not make you more credible. It makes you invisible. I thought using clinical language would make people trust me, but all it did was hide who I actually am. The truth is, I am not a therapist. I'm a writer. I'm a survivor. I'm someone who figured out how to finish my memoir after the 10 years of struggling. And that's what makes me valuable, not because I have a degree in it, not because I'm certified in trauma therapy, because I'm not. It's because I've lived this and I have done what you're trying to do. So if you're a trauma survivor who has been writing your memoir for months or years and you keep getting stuck, that's what I'm here for. I'm here for you. Not as a therapist, but as a writing strategist who knows exactly what you're going through. I cannot heal your trauma. I wish I could, but I could help you take control of your own story and finish your book. And maybe, just maybe, along the way, the act of writing it, organizing it, claiming it, taking your power back will feel like healing. That happened for me, but that's for you to decide, not for me to promise. My program is called Finish My Memoir Now because that's what I do. I help you finish. If that's what you need, I'm here. And you can learn more on my website. I will put that in the show notes. I just want to say thank you so much for being here with me and letting me always be honest with you. And I want you to remember that you do not have to be anyone other than yourself. And I know as trauma survivors, trying to figure out who you truly are and not who you were told you are is a huge process. I'm doing the same journey. I'm here doing the same work as you are. The right people will find you, and they'll find you because you're real and not because you're perfect. And that's what I keep reminding myself because I am far from perfect. But I will see you in the next episode